Hey guys. Eli, let me pull this up real quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to the Daily Show. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Yeah, that's right. That's a winner right there. I saw it load in. That's a winner. Chad, I know you did not see this yesterday, so take a look at this.
I've seen this though. I've seen this in the chat.
Just so many red flags. So many red flags.
Good vibes.
Yeah, that's a good start, right, Chad?
Oh yeah, it doesn't say anything about knowing. You might want to mention that you know me in there. That might help you.
Yeah, that's a good start. That's good.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think that'll help.
Chad, let me ask you this: who doesn't love good vibes?
Well, I think it depends. I think you should mention that you are a
Assistant program director, you think?
maybe, yeah, definitely, yeah. Mention that you are the assistant to the regional manager. I think that's a good point.
You know, like on dating apps, I know you don't know. I'm gonna explain to you. On dating apps, you can like share a matchmaker, and like somebody can like help you. I never do it, but like maybe like I don't know. I may need
on the
some
see
help.
safety tips. Maybe you should click on see safety tips
Where do you see that at?
right there above the looking for good vibes, and it's in purple. It's pretty. Yeah.
See
Under the
safety
intro.
tips.
Maybe you should click on that and just see if they have any suggestions on how to stay safe.
I don't know where I went wrong here. Like Autumn and I talked about it yesterday, and I'm gonna hand this back to her. But I looked at this, and I'm gonna bring us over to the side here. Autumn, let me just make my case one more time. I was taught as a young man, short and sweet and to the point. Be concise with your words. Be concise.
No. This is not a moment that you need to be short and sweet. I told you this yesterday. You need to give something thorough enough. I said 4 sentences, literally a paragraph.
I know, but
Space
then
it out.
Roasted double A's. It was like so.
Oh, his is bad. His is terrible. His is horrific.
That was what worried me when I saw you rip apart double A's. You said that basically women aren't into Jesus, essentially. You
didn't say that. I did not say that. That was not what I said.
I'm kidding. But
not what I said.
The reconnection with Jesus part has to go away. Double A apparently, and all this other. Chad, I don't get it anymore, man. That's all I got for you. That's all I got.
I never did get it. I'm looking at this and I'm like, I'm so old. I've never created a dating profile. Like I've been married since the days of covered wagons. I don't know. I mean, what are you going to do? Like, was there even internet when I got married?
But do you see the fur coat one? That's like a cool one. I wish we could zoom in. The fur coat.
Fur coat one. There's a fur coat one. Oh,
do you see right underneath the car? Yeah. Look at that.
Is it faux or is it?
Hey, listen, a fashion.
Wait, the fur coat.
A fashion star like my.
How can I see you?
Yeah, I know it's a little tricky. I guess you get the point. I'm in a fur coat. You see the brown coat? It's a fur coat.
Do we even know that? How do we know that's you? We don't even know that's you.
It's me. It's me. You can click on it in the actual app, Chad. I know you don't know this. You don't have dating apps. You're married, Chad. I won't even use the quotations. Double A does that.
Yeah, Double A is the one that doesn't believe the veracity of my marriage. Yes, go ahead, sir.
This is not even a dating app. I know what this is. This is Facebook dating. I can tell.
Dating app.
It's Facebook dating, which is even worse. That you put this.
Right on the dating spiral. Name that dating app. Like I love. We're just gonna get a snippet of a screenshot. I was like, that's that one. I don't know.
Autumn looks so frustrated. But Autumn, I just went back to the drawing board, and I think some of these can stay. You don't think any of the iHeartRadio pictures can stay?
No, I told you it has to at least look like you currently. You don't look like that anymore.
But I learned from your story yesterday, and then I'm going to disappear. I learned from your story, and this is what I'll leave.
Like the guy did for 2 or 3 years.
The guy literally said, "This girl is not my girlfriend," and you went along with it, respectfully, my friend, for a long time.
No, I told you guys I had to get revenge. Okay.
Well, I could just be like, the long hair that you see in that picture is no longer with me, and it'll be the truth. All right, I'm
That hair is not my girlfriend. Yeah, that you could just say that and it'll be fine.
Everybody have a great show.
Responsibility.
I will disappear into the abyss, and I'll see you guys later on.
Fair enough.
Hey, Chad.
Autumn, what's going on?
There's so much happening. There's so much happening. We got Love Island breakups. We got Love Island couple launches. We got me giving the new lore drop. I don't even know what's going on today. I honestly, it's been the most kind of day over here in my life. Let's start off with Love Island.
All right. I think there's, you said couple launches. There's probably a few couples that I think a lot of people would like to launch. Is that what that?
Yes, we had a sad breakup. Last season's runners up, Nick and Alandria, unfortunately have broken up, or allegedly have broken up. We don't know. They have not confirmed it. People Magazine confirmed it. Then they both unfollowed People Magazine. So it's kind of up in the air for me. But I need to talk about something.
All right.
Chad, this is your first season watching Love Island, right?
It is.
In your honest opinion, was KC a good person?
I think that, no, I mean, you know my stance on this. It's pretty clear. No. I mean,
okay.
No.
Was he bullied?
No.
Was he like, did he give I'm depressed after, all the stuff that he did at the fire pit?
No, he gave I'm caught.
Okay.
Right?
So we got that, right? So that's something that we got.
Okay.
Well, after almost 3 weeks of silence since they left the villa, KC and Tierra have come out and started a couple's YouTube channel.
Oh, come on. I mean, you got to capitalize. Okay, but what are they saying?
Well, first of all, yesterday they had some kind of photo shoot that I thought looked AI, but whatever. Very weird.
Thought it did too. The lighting wasn't right.
The lighting, the you could tell the sharpness of her dress. I'm like, that looks too look, I'm gonna tell you, AI, it always looks too smooth, right?
Yeah, they were in front of the green screen and everything else behind them, maybe even the car. I don't even think it was like.
Come to find out, they released a video of it and it was actually real. So really? I think, no. Okay. But they released their first episode of a podcast on a couple's YouTube channel after knowing each other for 3 weeks. Excuse me, sorry, 4 weeks. 4 weeks. No, I'm wrong. I'm so sorry. 6 weeks, because they were together for 3 weeks before they left the villa, right?
It's not getting much better. Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's. Wait, I'm sorry. No, it was 2.5 years. Like, okay, well, yeah, I get it, but no, it's not getting that much better. So you're good.
So on this podcast, they have opened up about their struggles in the villa. TT says she's been bullied her whole life. She clarified her comments on After Sun about people not liking them because she had braids and she was Black, even though everybody said that's not why we didn't like you, homie. She claims that brands are contributing to the cyberbullying of her and KC. Casey said wishes all their conversations were aired. He said people got robbed from seeing how genuine their love was, and they would have understood if he and TT's conversations were aired. What do we understand? Nothing. He says that he feels as though him and TT weren't liked in the villa.
Sometimes actions have consequences.
Oh, I'm not done. Done. He says that he was depressed after the fire pit scene when she showed his ass. And then TT said her intro video in which she said she wanted Casey, that's her man, my man, my man. She says that they only edited to show that she was that part, but the other things she said were edited out. What other things could you have said? And then Casey said he was interested in doing streaming, of course.
But right.
And then TT said she sees herself doing great things in the industry. Nobody really thinks like her, and she views things differently. Clearly. So much to unpack there. So much to unpack. First things first. When were they bullied in the villa? Please give me an example.
I can't. I mean, I watched enough of Love Island to. I didn't see that. I listen. Sometimes I think when people get caught doing something they're not supposed to do, or when they feel ashamed of their actions and they're facing the consequences, like we just said, sometimes there are consequences for your actions, right? I think sometimes you feel attacked a little bit, right? But it's not by the people around you; it's by your whatever sense of morality is left in there, right? You know you did something wrong. You know that maybe the behavior wasn't like, maybe you weren't on your P's and Q's when this brand new person walked out from the back room and you played amateur proctologist while she was dancing. You know what I mean? Like maybe that wasn't the best move at that point. I don't mean to judge anybody, but yeah, I just think you feel a little bit, sometimes you feel attacked by your own guilt, right? And then you kind of have to you personify that. The way people are looking at you now, that becomes bullying and that becomes aggressive or whatever. No one again, you bring those things were all brought on themselves by them. That's not fair to say. That's not fair.
I'm just so confused. I'm so confused because I watched this whole season, whole season, right? I watched his behavior during the recoupling after Casa.
Yeah.
First of all, no. We actually have to go back before that. Okay. I watched his behavior after him and Anaya were coupled up for about 2 weeks, and the cracks started to show when Soul came in, right? And then he got mad that Anaya wouldn't be physical with him in bed, right? Remember that's where the grandma comment comes from, right?
Yeah.
I watched him slowly but surely become so red pill on this show. He's talking about my stock is up. Remember when he said that during Casa? His stock was up.
Yeah.
This is how it's supposed to feel. This is how it's supposed to be. Okay. And then, him coming back to the recoupling ceremony, showing his ass. He showed his ass.
Yeah.
And then the girls all still integrating TT into their everyday life, right?
Yeah.
Making up with her, apologizing. None of them got into it again until movie night, and even then they really didn't get into it, right?
Yeah.
I saw the boys bend over backwards to help him with this girlfriend proposal. And now you're coming out and saying we weren't well liked. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Again,
there's literal footage of people congratulating you, including the girl you did dirty, on becoming a boyfriend.
Yeah. I think again, people just perceive certain things, and it's like, your guilt gets you. I don't know. That's ridiculous to say. That's not correct at all. That's ridiculous.
It just made my head hurt because I'm like, I watch these people. Take the girls out of it. Right? You can take the girls out of it. Yeah. All of those boys, except for probably Carl, still liked him.
Yeah.
Carl is the only one that openly does not like him.
But at least Carl was honest, and he was, right? He was up front. Yeah. Listen, if you don't like me, that's fine. If you're going to play games and act like you, and then, whatever, if you're just going to be up front and say, hey, man, we don't really have a reason to be together. We don't get along. I can respect that. I could probably coexist and work with you if that's like, you know what I mean? That's fair. I think that's more than fair. That's fine. I can get along with everybody. Yeah.
Carl is the only one that openly just doesn't like him, right? Right. Bryce kind of does make fun of him a little bit. Bryce also doesn't like him. I already know that, right? Everybody else in that house likes you. The most insane person in that house literally cried as you were leaving.
That's fair.
The most sinister person in that house cried while you were leaving. And you have the nerve to get on your podcast and say, yeah, we weren't well liked. Then it's this idea that we, the audience, misinterpreted TT's words. Girl, you literally said nobody likes me because I'm black and have braids. What are you talking about? Huh?
There's not a lot of lines to read in between there. Like that's pretty upfront. She's just saying that. There's nothing there's no mystery.
And then he was depressed after the fire pit, right? Again, his own actions.
Yeah.
Coming in, yelling at the girls, getting into it with them, saying, oh, well, nobody was behind my door. But they still made a point to include you in everything. And then you saw your behavior on movie night. You had to apologize once again. And everybody said, oh, look, you look so happy. You look so happy. I'm like, so when I say he is like, every time he takes 2 steps forward, he'll push himself 3 steps back by opening his mouth.
Yeah. That's fair. I mean,
I don't get this. I don't get this victim behavior that he has literally had this victim mentality since he got out of the. I didn't even tell you about him sharing TikToks where people were making fun of his back tattoo because his back tattoo looks so terrible.
Oh man.
And he's trying to be like, yeah, he's a martyr. Bro, you
If he went on there and he acted like a decent dude, Autumn, I don't think anybody would. I mean, you'd have some people talking about his back tattoo. It's fine. Some people are just nasty. But listen, like I said, you bring a lot of this on yourself when you act a certain way, when you say certain things, when you treat other people a certain way. I think after a while, people just, you get tired of hearing it. You get tired of seeing it. I mean, eventually you're just like, okay, I'm writing that dude off. He's not a good person. I'm writing that guy off. He's terrible. He's awful. Terrible dude.
And I'm not saying that he probably didn't have some mental health struggles. Everybody in that villa clearly had some mental health struggles by the end, all right? They were literally away from their family, their phones, their friends, everything. Yep. We all know how psychologically torturing that place is. But to sit here and say you were so depressed after that moment at the fire pit, even though there were several moments after that, where you made it very clear you were so happy and you were so jolly, and you literally said to the camera, I'm so happy that Carl is back so Anaya can get off my dick. Like, what are we like? I think sometimes these people, what happens is they go on the show, they get off the show, they read the comments online, they rewatch the show, and they don't like how it's been edited, and they say, oh, you took this out of context. Oh, you didn't show this. You didn't show that. It's your words.
Yeah, that's the ultimate damage control, right? Well, what about, that was 10% of what I said. The other 90% was awesome. I swear. Like, it just, come on.
Like, it's just making me mad. Okay. When we come back from the break, we'll continue to talk about more Love Island stuff because there was a happy Love Island update today. We got our first Love Island couple photo shoot out of the villa from Bryce and Trinity.
All right.
I'm gonna give you a new lore drop. You should have read the name. You should have read the name of the lore drop. And then I have some scenarios that I'm thinking up, and I'm gonna run them by you. But we'll be back here on the Inside Edge Network in just a few.
Key On Sports is the leader in Ohio high school athletic coverage in written, print, and video streaming. From the latest news and results and written content to the high school football game of the week every Friday, Key On Sports has you covered. The vision of 15-time published author Vince McKee has become the most trusted site in Ohio high school athletic news. From podcasts to player profiles, Key On Sports is your one-stop for all of it. Visit them today at keyonsports.com or on YouTube at Key On Sports. Check out their socials on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. Over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code INSIDEEDGE10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland digital leader. Discover our collection of body mists made with clean, minimal ingredients. Handcrafted with natural essential oils and clean ingredients, they offer a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances. Perfect for sensitive skin and those seeking clean, mindful self-care, and the perfect gift for you or your special someone. Courtesy of Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers, use that promo code INSIDEEDGE20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at sportsmemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the sportsmemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to sportsmemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. Sportsmemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com. 5, 4, 3.
All right, welcome back into the Inside Edge Network. Let's continue with some more Love Island news. So, we did get our first Love Island streamer appearance, and no surprise, it comes from Kuman's best friend, the AI chatbot himself, Corbin. He appeared he was having dinner with a popular streamer, and then that popular streamer got called by other streamers. And I just said to myself, of course he would be the first one on the stream. Like, it didn't surprise me that he was going to be the first one on the stream, like, at all.
It's all his charisma, Autumn. It's all his person.
Yeah, it's him singing, buddy, fuck your buddy. I can't even listen to that song anymore without thinking of him. It's so bad. Literally, it's so bad. But yes, he makes his first appearance on a stream. But the biggest news of the day is Bryce and Trinity gave their second interview out of the villa. Their first was on the Today Show. Their second being an exclusive for People Magazine. Okay. They essentially talked about how they got cast on the show. They both were recruited through Instagram. So that means they were purposely casted on the show. They didn't have to apply. So they kind of didn't go through as many hoops, but they still had to do all the testing and stuff.
Yeah.
But for the most part, they seem pretty normal. They seem pretty much the same. They talked about their experience in Casa. Bryce talked about himself looking over at the villas, thinking maybe I could see Trinity. I mean, like, they're a cute couple. That's
why they won.
Yeah. She still was trying to make the audience feel bad for Zach. I'm sorry, I will never feel bad for Zach. Zach brought a lot of the things onto himself.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, there was a lot of double talk from him. I think again, your actions have consequences. Nobody's gonna feel bad for him.
Mm-hmm. But Trinity did say she is watching the show back before the reunion, because she definitely wants to see what everybody's saying. She definitely wanted to see the actions of everybody. Like I think I announced yesterday, she actually signed with WME, and then today Anaya announced that she is signed with Gersh.
Okay.
So I mean, hey, we're in the good part of the villa craziness, right? I told you, Chad, this is when the real season starts.
Right.
Because we got one person starting a couple's YouTube channel after knowing his partner for 6 weeks.
This is what I think. This is funny because now we truly get to find out who all these people are, right? Like, Yeah, I mean, you're tested, and it's some of it's going to come out. Obviously, we've seen some personality things come out from some of the cast members, but I think once they get back into their element, so to speak, I think you find out a little bit about who people are. And I was going to say, I wonder how different it would be, like what the experience of living through that would be, going all the way to the end, winning. You've been on every episode, you've been there for the entire thing, and then trying to watch it back after it's been produced and put out for our consumption, right, on TV. That's got to be a weird experience to see it two different ways like that.
Yeah, and that's where I think this narrative comes in, because you'll get some people who come out the show and they're like, look, the show definitely didn't show everything.
Yeah.
Everybody always says that. It's 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
They have to literally cut 23 of the 24 hours out and make a whole hour-long television show, right?
Crazy.
But at the same time, I think a lot of them are like, because they've grown up with reality television, they're like, oh, this is manipulated. This is like, they cut up my words to say something different. Love Island is one of those very few shows where if you said it, you said it. We know you said it. It came out of your mouth. Producers can manipulate you, but they can't manipulate the narrative as much because it's still a game show.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There are strict laws, like, because ITV America is based in California, they have to abide by California game show rules.
Okay.
Very strict laws. They will get sued if they rig it.
Yeah.
Like, so this idea that like the producers are constantly like being like, we're gonna make you look bad on purpose. Bro, they're not making you look bad on purpose. You make yourself look bad.
It may be a little bit of there's opportunistic editing, but yeah, I mean, you say the thing, like you said it. That's it. You put it out there. So
yeah, so that's why I don't feel bad for KC.
Yeah.
You did all of that. You had all of that smoke for everybody. You came in hot. You said your stock was up. Yeah. You said Anaya was a grandma. You said, I don't care. I have no chemistry with her. You got a girlfriend. This is the other thing. You have a girlfriend. It's not like you left the competition and you left with nothing. You literally left with a girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what he could say. I mean, I guess he said it, but I don't know how you could reasonably think that, I guess. That's way off base.
Yes.
Way off base.
All right. Let's get to this new lore drop, Chad.
All right.
So did you see what I typed in as the lore drop?
I sure did. I did.
Can you read the title for those who don't know?
Let me pull it up here. I want to make sure I get it word for word.
Mm-hmm.
Go to our daily chat. I have so many group chats. Sometimes I don't even recognize them. They all look very similar. I got to do something.
I know.
Okay. The spiral starter. Well, that's not Love Island USA craziness. That's not the. Oh, another new lore drop. It says, I thought he was gay. That's what it says.
Now, yesterday, I exposed that I am a little toxic and I do engage in toxicity, and I have been involved in an 11-year-long terrible toxic situationship. Okay. I
got to tell you, this is your show, but at one point, Autumn, we're going to have a discussion about your decision. Okay, Meg.
I know it's really bad. You don't have to tell me. I know it's bad. I know.
Self-awareness is good. That's good.
Okay. Before we get into the new lore drop, what did you think of my lore drop yesterday about my toxic 11-year situationship?
I couldn't understand. The huge gaps in time were mind-blowing to me. And this is where I was like, I made a mental note. I said, Autumn and I are going to have a discussion about decision-making, because once or twice, yeah, okay, somebody ghosts you for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. That's a long time, but it's once. It happened once. And you can reasonably think like, okay, maybe he got it. Okay, guy got into a relationship, whatever. He's in a relationship, okay? And then as soon as he came out, he's like, well, okay, I'm going to, what do? You explore your options. You go out, okay, what's the field look like, right? And then maybe you migrate back to someone or whatever. Okay, so that's fine. That happened once. But then when there were multiple breaks and multiple times of being ghosted, and I said, Autumn, I mean, my God, I felt like I had a visceral reaction. I felt bad. I'm like, we got to talk about decision making, because this guy, it needs to be blocked on everything. Like, if you see this guy's face, block him. Well, he's not worth it. Like, what are you doing? He's not worth the time.
The thing is he is blocked.
Okay.
He's only not blocked on one form, and that is his fake Snapchat account, because I keep forgetting that he's there. Honestly, sometimes I don't talk to him, and then it'll like his name will pop up, and it's the nickname I gave him, California Boy. And
And you see that he like viewed your story. Okay, I got you.
Oh, he always views my story at this point. But I know in that situation, like I said, I know what it was toxic. I know I contributed a very large point to the toxicity.
All right.
He's also a liar and a manipulator.
Yeah. There were two different sides at two different faults here. I think we can all. Yeah, that's fine. Probably, yes. I think I'll give you. He was worse. I mean, he was way worse. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. He was way worse.
He got two girlfriends.
Yeah,
two girlfriends, and I'm pretty sure I definitely was not the only girl he was talking to.
No way.
100%.
No way. No chance. Sorry to break, but yeah, no chance. You know that.
And then, of course, the whole, yeah, we broke up because she wanted to date girls. That still is something that I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. But all right, bro.
Her last experience with the guy was you. You left her no choice, man. Like, what was she gonna do?
Again, I fully believe they've gotten married. I told you, I found their wedding website.
Okay, yeah.
I can't find like any like other evidence except for the wedding website.
Okay. Who knows? It's a mystery.
But new lore drop. I once dated a man who I thought 100% was gay.
Okay.
So I have to. Okay. So
like again, before you dated him, or while you were dating, you thought maybe.
When I met him in person.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, fair enough.
So I met him on Bumble. He was normal. He was actually this is not actually like a bad story. This is just like I 100% thought he was gay.
Okay.
So we met on Bumble, and he kind of just talked. He was super dry.
Okay.
Like I was very much like, oh, he definitely doesn't like me, but all right, let's try it out. He was like, this is when Game of Thrones last season was airing.
Okay. All right.
We talked about how much we both like Game of Thrones and everything, and he invited me over to watch Game of Thrones. I'm like, okay, yeah. And he asked me, I was like, oh, do you want me to bring anything? He wanted specific pretzels from Heinen's. Okay. And I was like, oh yeah, let's order some pizza, everything, right? Boom. Now, mind you, he's talking to me like a straight man, right?
Okay, right.
Like a fully straight man.
Yeah.
Like dryness and all.
Gotcha.
I get to his apartment. I let him know I'm there. He lives in a very nice apartment. Also, I had a very a thing for men with money. Let's just say that. That's another reason why I have bad decision making. I really like men with money.
Yeah. Sometimes the more money, the weirder. Yeah, it happens.
So I get to his apartment. I'm waiting for him. He comes down, and from the moment I met him, I was like, oh, this man doesn't like women at all.
Okay.
I was like, he was very stereotypical. Stereotypical gay guy.
Okay.
Mannerisms, right? I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, this is the guy I've been talking to for like the last month.
So you gotta be thinking why am I doing here? Like, how am I here? Okay.
For real, I'm like sitting in this man's apartment, and I'm like, he definitely is not like.
But he was pretty normal, so I'm sure Party was like, oh, I can chill with him, whatever. I mean, yeah. That's
what I'm like. Okay, I'm gonna get some pizza. I'm gonna watch some Game of Thrones. Like
really good pretzels. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, and we're just sitting there, and I'm just like, this man 100% does not like women.
Okay, all right.
So this about I'm gonna say like 80% way through the episode, he leans over and he kisses me. And I say to myself, oh, he is not gay at all. He is not gay.
All right.
And when I say from that moment on, he proved he was not gay.
Okay. All right. I think, maybe the details I think we all can. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. And I'm like, I remember leaving his apartment the first time and being like, that was the weirdest experience I had. I'm like, 100% was convinced that this man was gay.
Alright.
I went back like 4 more times. Every single time, I was like, he has to be gay. He has to be gay. It has to. He has to at least be bi. Nope,
He just
not
kept
even close.
convincing you otherwise. Okay.
He just
All
kept
right.
convincing me otherwise. I was like, Eventually, we lost touch. Nothing bad happened. This is actually like a good story. Nothing bad
This is
happened.
nice. Yeah, this is good.
A couple years ago, about a year ago, I found out he got married.
Okay.
Hey,
All right.
no problem.
We're happy for him. All right.
We're happy for him. But yeah, that was the time I dated a guy who I thought was gay.
Okay. People will surprise you
100%.
sometimes, right? Yeah, people will surprise you. All right.
Yeah.
Was it just like, I don't mean to, I don't care. I mean, I don't care what you do. But was it just like mannerisms? Was it like,
It was mannerisms. It was the way he talked. His apartment was spotless.
okay.
Like everything that I'm like, this man is not straight. Like this, he cannot be straight. The way he was talking to me, the way he was treating me, I'm like, he's not treating me how a straight man does. A straight man treats straight woman terribly. I'm gonna just let you know.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes.
Dirty. They always have dirty apartments. They always have telltale signs. He had not a
No
dirty
box
apartment.
springs. Yeah, no box spring. Bed on the
He had a full bed with a headboard.
All right.
A full bed with a headboard. And I was like, and a couch. And it was separate. Even though his apartment was studio, it was separate.
Okay.
I'm like, what is going
Right.
on? I'm like, all right, this was crazy. He was also significantly older than me. I'm gonna just let you know. I also like older guys. So
Okay.
yeah, he was the first guy I had like a decent experience with in a very
All right.
long time.
All right.
Wait, was he? He actually was. He was one of the only ones.
So he had you in the first half, right?
He really had me in the first half to where I was saying, sir, you are not straight. And then in the second half, I was like, no, sir, you are straight. You are 100%. And now he's married.
There you go. It's a happy ending. This may be one of the first lore drops with a happy ending for everybody. This isn't bad decision making. You did great. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you on this one. Maybe we don't need to have to talk about decision making.
No, we still do, because I'm gonna give you the choice of tomorrow's lore drop. Okay?
All right.
So we have Gay Club.
Okay.
That's number one. Gay Club is number one. Number two, Whiskey Dick 2.0.
Oh, 2.0. I love a good sequel.
There's also another 2.0 on this list that I'm thinking of, and I forgot what I wrote.
Yeah, there's so many.
Oh, The Coach.
Okay.
There's The Coach 1 and The Coach 2.0.
Do we have time for 2? Can tomorrow be a sequel night? Let's do sequel night. Why not? That's different than sequence night. That's yeah.
So we could, because The Coach 1.0 and 2.0 are two different coaches.
Okay, that's fine.
In two different sports.
Yeah, it's still a sequel. Sometimes you got to bring in a new cast member. You don't have to be on salary or whatever.
Oh, okay, so I'm going to give you, so this is going to be the options.
Okay.
Gay Club, Whiskey Dick 2.0.
Okay.
The Coach 1.0 and 2.0.
Okay.
Or Jersey Shore.
Oh man, Jersey Shore is tempting. Can I pick 2?
Pick 2.
Okay, we'll do Whiskey Dick 2.0 and Jersey Shore. How about that?
Okay.
All right.
Both will also question my we might actually have to have this decision making talk tomorrow. We really probably will.
But yeah, maybe take a night, think about it, sleep on it.
Because when I tell you both these stories, when I tell you every time I literally tell stories about my dating life to anybody that is like friends with me, every single one of them is just like, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing this?
I can picture the faces. I get it. I can picture the faces. Autumn, listen. You may have maybe forget the dating apps. You might want to pay attention to the comments right now.
I see you.
Okay, I was asked to help someone. I can't say no, man. But I'm asking.
Look, I'm gonna say this. Shout out to Nate. Yeah. Nate has been a faithful watcher of not only the Daily Spiral but also Jersey Chasers. Okay. Shout out to Nate, because he has engaged with both content, and I am always grateful for a watcher.
Good on you, Nate. Good on you, man.
And I don't understand how he watches this and thinking that I have good decision making.
Well, he's
Like,
trying to.
I have terrible decision making, and I have terrible picking decisions. Like when I say,
It makes it easy. He's trying to help you. Every once in a while, someone comes along, a Nate, if you will, comes along and says, "Hey, you don't have to worry about decisions anymore. I got you. You can make your own decisions. And if you start to maybe steer off maybe you go a little bit left to center, I got you. I'm gonna gently pull the wheel back to we're good. We're all good."
So the last segment, I'm going to tell you an anecdote for one of these stories, and you're going to definitely say, what's wrong with your decision making?
Oh, no. All right, here we go.
One of the men in tomorrow's story accidentally gave me a shiner.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
One of them in tomorrow's stories hit me so hard that I got a shiner. And it wasn't an abusive situation, y'all. It was literally, I got elbowed in the face.
Oh my God. I'm sure it was self-defense.
No, it was so embarrassing. He literally did this. He literally was getting in his own bed and went, ooh, and I'm like, oh, you accidentally hit me. And he goes, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then I had a black eye for a week.
Oh my God. He's like, actually, I was just testing the waters. That's not your thing? Okay, that's not your thing. I got it. I'll back off. Maybe we still need to have the talk about decision making.
We really probably will need to have the talk about decision making. It's really bad. It's terrible. Yes, I am learning. I've been single. I haven't dated anyone in 3 years, almost 2.5.
All right.
When we come back, I have some scenarios for you, Chad, and we're going to go over them in the last part of the show.
Okay.
But you guys are watching us here on Inside Edge Network. We'll be back.
Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick.
With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh.
I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
Discover our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network. Mosser Moments Photography is a husband and wife wedding photography team based in Cleveland, owned and operated by Inside Edge Network's very own Ryan Mosser and his wife, Hallie. For the past 10 years, they've captured more than 100 weddings across Northeast Ohio and beyond, always working together as a true two-person team. Their style centers on authentic, emotional storytelling, documenting the real moments between two people in love and creating images that feel natural, comfortable, and true to the couple. Rooted in Northern Ohio but inspired by their travels, Ryan and Hallie bring a warm, personal approach to every wedding day. Their work blends experience, consistency, and a genuine passion for helping couples relive their best day through timeless photography. Learn more at monstermomentsphotography.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. monstermomentsphotography.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Hey guys, awesome episode of Unfiltered today. We got into a lot, just going down the list of the different power outage issues we've had, mainly on the west side of Cleveland. We also talked about this terrible thing that happened with a custody drop-off at the Cleveland Police Department's parking lot in the 5th District. Just really sad. Make sure you tune in and watch this episode. Check out, obviously, the message I had to just parents, co-parenting going through issues. It's tough, man. We also talked about LeBron, Miami, that whole debacle on YouTube. I think all of the network will be putting in an application to possibly take over the job as their YouTube strategy advisor, if it's real. Nevertheless, hey, tomorrow on the program, the one and only Jake Underwood joins the show 5:30. Going to get his take on what's going on here locally in Northeast Ohio. All that and more coming up, as well as everything else that really tickles your fancy. Right here on Unfiltered, 5 p.m. on the Inside Edge Network. I will see you tomorrow.
You know, sometimes in the sports world, we're in our own bubble, and it's like, oh, we gotta cover things a certain way. We this or that. Why, as I was getting ready to tape this promo, I came across this conversation about Travis Kelce. Is Travis Kelce more known as one of the greatest tight ends ever in football, a great football player, or is he just Taylor Swift's boyfriend or now husband? This is what we have come down to here in 2026. What a world. What a world. Back with you tonight at midnight for Midnight Run. I got a lot of things to cover. I might just make a post saying that a certain basketball player is joining my team. Maybe we should have a press conference ready to go saying that a certain basketball player is joining the network. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. But we got a ton of things going on. Plus, Midnight Conversations is back. It's back. See you tonight right here on the Inside Edge Network.
All right, welcome back into the Daily Spiral, everyone. Chad, I have some scenarios, all right? I'm going to give you some scenarios. I want you to give me some feedback, all right? Let's start off with one. Scenario one. Should I date a listener?
I mean, well,
with my decision-making history, as we've all learned, I mean, I give men gas money. I've had a toxic situationship. Another guy, stayed way too long on a date for, and he compared himself to a drug dealer. Should I give the listener a shot?
I mean, I'm a hopeless romantic. I believe in love, Autumn.
Mhm.
You know, and I think that sometimes when you make bad decisions, every once in a while, you slip up and you accidentally you fall into something good, right? It happens.
Mhm.
It happens. But at the very least, when you make enough bad decisions, like you clearly have,
Mhm.
I'm mincing no words.
No, I need you to be honest with me.
Good. No, when you make enough bad, I think you can start to really recognize when you're getting into another bad situation pretty quickly.
Mhm.
So I mean, hey, why not? Why not? Come on, why not? Why not?
Hey, if you're listening, I'm all open. All right.
There you
Okay.
go.
I am single. I have been single for quite some time.
There you go.
And I am very picky. I'm extremely picky. I've learned that, and it takes very little for me to just say, you know what, screw this. I'm not talking to you anymore. Very little. I once stopped talking to a guy fairly recently because I found out he was on probation for being a heroin addict.
Yeah, that's a tough road back. I understand that.
Another guy stopped talking to him because he had a stomach tattoo.
Okay. No, wait. Did he have a tattoo of a stomach like on his arm?
No, he had a big ass tattoo across his stomach, and I was like,
The other way was way funnier to think about. But okay, that's fine. I get that.
I just couldn't do it. I'm like, this looks so stupid, but all right, I'm gonna try. I couldn't do it.
What did it say? Did it say something, or was it a?
I don't even know what it was, but he showed it to me, and I was like, this just gave me the ick. Like, I couldn't stop.
Hey, look at this. What is it? I don't know. I have no idea. I can't read it upside down. I don't know.
All right. Another scenario.
Okay.
If you leak the news of a potential signing of a basketball player, do you think that basketball player is going to sign with said team anymore?
There was already a thing that, and I'm just gonna,
because this is actually the second time this has happened.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't understand this. This is the second time this has happened.
Yeah. There was already a story about LeBron being a little bit annoyed, I think, with Heat fans in the first place, right? Now that this came from not only, this isn't like well-known Heat fan and streamer, the Heat is on 246 or whatever. Like this was this was their official YouTube, right? This was the Miami Heat's YouTube. This was a team employee, someone who is let's be honest, social media mistakes happen, but this is someone who's paid to know better, right, than to do these things. I think that would be, well, listen, I just personally speaking, that would be enough to annoy me out of signing somewhere. I would come on, man, like really, I'm trying to, for whatever reason, at almost 42 years old, I'm trying to keep this like going as long as possible. I get it. Maybe it's the last time to truly be talked about in this way, so maybe that's why. But yeah, that would annoy me. I'd be like, man, I was thinking about it, but now it's out. Yeah.
Well, we all know LeBron has an ego. You kind of have to have an ego to be the best player in the world and to get a tattoo on your back that says the chosen one. But LeBron is also a very smart businessman. Okay.
Yeah.
He's literally a billionaire basketball player, signed the most lucrative deal and one of the most lucrative deals in basketball history with shoes alone, just endorsement alone, not even career, just endorsements alone, right?
Yep. And
when I say second time, it already happened with the Golden State Warriors, where Steve Kerr got caught saying, "Oh yeah, he's with them."
Think about that. Yeah, it's a great point. Yeah.
Now this is the second time this has happened, and I'm not in his inner circle, but I can use my LeBron tingles, right? My LeBron tingles.
Yeah.
There is no way he would sign after that deal.
Yeah.
A chance. Well, look, we all know LeBron is about the theatrics and the dramatics. The decision was something that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Releasing that article in Sports Illustrated saying I'm coming home with a cup, and then having a big celebration. He lives for the dramatics. Hell, the Heatles, when he was introduced, the not one, not two, not three,
not three, not four.
He loves a spectacle, right? We know this.
Yeah.
But LeBron is also very private, and he's also very secretive. And if you get the jump on something, he does not like it at all. You cannot leak something. And I think clearly that's what turned him off for Golden State.
Yeah, maybe.
And it probably will turn him off to Miami.
I understand.
Because you also have to think about this. Remember when he first left Miami, and then it got exposed years later that he left because Pat Riley was trying to control the Heat a little bit too much?
Yeah. Yep.
Why would he go back into an environment where the same thing is happening?
Yeah, well, they had made up, and then now this happens, and it feels like they've taken that, they've taken the steam out of whatever. I don't know what saying I was going for there, but yeah, they've kind of taken the element of surprise, the element of drama away from him. And so now, what does that mean? Does that mean that it's down to now Cleveland and Philadelphia? Is that where we're at?
Probably. And we know, I know he said that it's a family decision at this point, right? His daughter's 12. He wants to really do it for her on where she can thrive. And honestly, if I'm looking at it, Cleveland's actually a great place for him.
Okay.
He's around family. He can live in his house. 2 of his kids are adults. So if Bronny wants to stay in LA, he can live in LA.
Yeah.
Bryce is in Arizona in college.
Yeah.
He really only has to think about his daughter, and he can live in his house. He can be comfortable. Look, I'm sorry. At 31, I hate going on vacation, and I love coming back home.
Yeah.
He's 42. He has a whole house here. And if you don't think that man is like, you know what, I just want to go home and sit in my house that I built years ago.
Yep.
As the shrine to myself. But yeah, Miami, somehow, some way, doing that is absolutely insane. Just absolutely insane.
I think you're right. I think that could be enough to turn him off and to completely change his mind. If that were the move, or if that were still being considered, I think that would be enough to make him say, you know what, forget it. I think you're right.
Yeah, because like I said again, it's all about the theatrics, the dramatics, and now you're leaking information. Now you're saying, here's the introductory press conference.
Right.
What are we doing?
Right.
What are we doing? And look, we all know Rich Paul is also a king of theatrics. That really is going to be like, snatch it back.
I'm waiting for the 30 for 30 in like 12 months when we see that like some upper level Cavs front office person is arrested for hacking into Miami's YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Like that's how this went down. Like Dan Gilbert's like, you know what we're gonna do? I got it. That's what we're gonna do.
Honestly, how do you even do that? Do you know how hard it is to schedule stuff on YouTube? It is so hard to schedule stuff on YouTube.
I used to inadvertently do it all the time when I would run my show on my own channel. I would have we would go live, and then that show would end up being scheduled for like 8 different dates. I'm like, is it going to air again? Like, what does that even mean? So maybe it was totally innocuous. Maybe it was just, I don't know. Maybe they were preparing just in case, and something happened, and YouTube was like, hey, that sounds exciting. Let's put it out there, right? That'll get some clicks. I don't know. I'm not really sure.
The steps you have to go through
to
schedule a post.
Yeah, on purpose. Yeah.
On purpose. Schedule a post. Type the title in and hit publish.
Yeah.
And now they're looking for a new YouTube strategist. But Chad, we are all out of time.
All right.
Nate, you missed it. I said my DMs were open, homie, and you clearly went to sleep. Now let's bring on
formulating a message on him. Maybe he's like, all right, hold on. I can't say that. I can't say I go to the gym 5 times a week. I can't do that. Maybe he's over there.
No. Clearly he stopped watching. Okay.
Nate, I tried to help you, bro. When you watch this back, Nate, I tried to have. Come on, Nate. Come on. I tried to help you, man.
Oh my god, this is so funny. Oh my god, I can't wait to watch this back tomorrow. This is gonna be funny. Let's bring on the man, the myth, the legend. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but Chad and I will be joining Double A for his crack show, The Midnight Run. Double A, pop on screen.
Hello, friends.
Hello.
What's up?
Can I just say, I think after 24 hours of reflecting on that Miami Heat story, I think that story's fake. I think that that job has always been open, and you don't do. I find it hard to believe somebody would actually leak that out on that date for a press conference. Like all the stuff you have to go through, even once LeBron agrees to join a team, he has to actually sign with the team.
Okay.
And I think that story was fake. I think
Let's
that was
take it even one step further. Double A, they've already hired the strategist.
Yeah, I believe so.
And they were like,
listen,
here's the first move. You want to get eyes on the YouTube channel? Here's the first move, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was his or her first assignment, and they succeeded.
All right.
And this is for their assistant.
Right.
That's what I think.
I think this is one of those things where somebody was probably jumping the gun and being like, okay, so he's announcing it. Because remember, earlier in the week, Patrick Beverly and others had announced they were like, oh, we know where he's going. And if you get enough people to say that, and then you say, okay, so he's announcing it today, right? So clearly they were like, all right, he's announcing it today. Let's put out the YouTube to watch the introductory press conference, not knowing that he has announced nothing.
Yeah, of course.
He hasn't said nothing to anybody. Yeah. And if you see, if I'm somebody who likes money and wants to make money and wants to monetize off of something, I see that, I'm like, I don't want. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. And this is again, like I mentioned before, this is the second time this has happened. First time with Steve Kerr in the car in Golden State. Now Miami in this YouTube fiasco.
I also heard Golden State is looking for a basketball coaching strategist. Totally related.
Yeah, well, we got more on the LeBron. We'll talk about that. But we got Midnight Conversations, which we'll start in a few seconds. But first, Eli's going to play some stuff. Going to play my intro and the ID. And then we're going to set this up because Chad and Autumn, you've never been a part of Midnight Conversations. Now, this is different. This is not. If you're accusing this show of being a crack show, number one, this is very highly educational program.
Yes.
And you're going to learn a lot.
You're going to learn today
about education with Midnight Conversations.
Yes.
Okay, whatever you say, Double A.
This is Midnight Run on the Inside Edge Network. Here's your host, Anthony Alford.
And welcome to Midnight Run here on the Inside Edge Network. Great to have you along. It is July 23rd. Glad to have you with us. Again, remember to like and subscribe at Inside Edge Net across all of our social media platforms. We're all over the place. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you're watching us on YouTube, underneath the video, there's a notification bell. Hit that, and you'll be able to get live notifications anytime our shows are on, any of our shows. We go live. Hit that notification bell underneath the video if you're watching us on YouTube. Also, we have a website, InsideEdgeNetwork.com. We have a merch store. You can rock our gear. We also have, I believe we might have shot glasses on there. We might have shot glasses. I think we do. We have some stuff there. So definitely, yes, we do. Thank you. So definitely check that out, InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Plus, bios. This rate, we might be adding dating profiles at this point. And other stuff, make sure InsideEdgeNetwork.com. And we have a Roku app. We go live anytime we're on the air on the Roku app. You can watch from your couch. I always point over to my couch. You guys can't see it, but I see it. It is glorious. I love that part of my studio room. Inside Edge Network on the Roku app. You got to definitely check it out. Take us on the go. We have 4 daily shows, including Unfiltered at 5 o'clock with Kyle Cornell. And then Inside Edge Prime Time at 10. Eli and Chad, The Daily Spiral with Autumn at 11. And then this show, Midnight Run at midnight, right here every day, 5 days a week, right here on the Inside Edge Network. And other great shows throughout the week that you could check out. And it is Wednesday night. We haven't done this in a little while. We had vacations and breaking news and other things going on. I was down in the dumps a little bit. I said, let's bring this back because, damn it, I like it. It's time for Midnight Conversations. And I bring on my friends, Eli, Autumn, and Chad. We're going to 4-box this thing here in the open.
Amazing. Amazing.
Now, Eli, has been a part of this Midnight Conversations. Autumn and Chad, this is your first go around at this. Listen, we get down in the dumps, not in the DMs. We're all here together. But we get down to it. And these are questions that people be thinking about at this time at night. We don't do anything like super serious or anything, but these are deep questions that I want people to like digest and analyze and really give your best efforts in really getting into these discussions.
Absolutely.
Eli, if I'm leaving anything out,
No, I would say just take this as seriously as you would like an ACT test or an SAT test back in school.
Oh, I definitely didn't take any of those
Autumn,
seriously.
Hey, Autumn. We're trying to go over the rules right now. So what we also want to
there are terms and conditions,
yeah,
rules and regulations of Midnight Conversations.
yeah. The 11 o'clock hour is this is Midnight Run. So you know what, Double A, I think you've hit everything. Just make sure we take this seriously. We get in depth with our answers, yes or no, or I don't want to answer or not answers. We will not accept those.
Nope.
And we really need some diving deep answer. Dig deep. We talk about it all the time on the network. You know, on screen, behind the scenes, just dig deep. We got this. All right, Double A.
All right, let's get to it.
Oh, it's Double A. I'm so sorry. Any question? Okay, no question. Double A. Back to you.
Thank you. Look at the face.
I just would like to say, all I said was that I didn't do well on the ACT or SAT because I definitely didn't study.
We're experts here. We are experts.
I sent you guys the questions.
You
didn't
did,
study
absolutely. No.
Yeah.
This is an open book test. Also, this is
So you want us to study your lore drop, but you can't take Midnight Conversations, even a morsel.
I mean, this is serious stuff we got here. This is serious stuff.
Oh yeah.
Double A, how do you expect me to take things seriously when you're showing videos of piles of Skyline chili and then making bacon wrapped honey buns?
That sounds like a
That sounds
deflection.
like dinner and dessert to me.
Oh,
That's-
no. I'll answer that. I'll
Okay.
answer that. Did my taste buds enjoy what I was eating? Absolutely.
Damn right.
Disgusting.
Damn right.
Did I run it off the next day? Absolutely.
Double A.
Are you missing out by not trying
it.
this? Absolutely.
That's right.
You're missing
Double A,
out.
I'll tell you this. I think to make tonight fun, before we begin, let's treat this like Hogwarts. We have the three houses between Autumn, Chad, and I. We will be, of course, Gryffindor. We will be Hufflepuff and Slytherin. And I will, of course, take Hufflepuff because I won that at Universal Studios at Harry Potter. I will make Chad. Autumn's gonna be mad. Gryffindor and then Autumn Slytherin. All right, let's get going. All right, Double A.
I'm gonna miss something else. I genuinely have no clue what you're talking about because I'm not a Harry Potter nerd.
That's my daughter's gonna love that I got Gryffindor. She'll be super happy about that.
Slytherin is the good guys.
Yeah, we're fine. Totally fine.
I got you.
Okay, whatever you say, I really don't care. I don't like Harry Potter.
I can't really get it. All right, here we go. First topic of discussion.
All right.
So obviously, LeBron is in the news. Why not? He's in the news. And there was a report that came out from Yahoo Sports, which we'll dive into a little bit later on this show, talking about the roster and how things are looking. And according to Yahoo Sports, one of the guys that LeBron may want here in Cleveland is Kyrie Irving.
No.
Which is interesting within itself, but that's not the point. I bring up Kyrie because he is notable. What is his theory about the earth?
He thinks it's flat. Oh my God, the fact that you're doing this right now is crazy.
Autumn. We gotta let him finish. Yep, go ahead.
I will
Back
go
to
to you first because I'm a respectful man. Ladies first here.
Absolutely. 100%.
How would you prove to a flat earth believer that the earth is not flat?
When you look out into the horizon, if you're on the beach or if you look on the sky, right? Nothing goes like this. It's a curve. If the earth was flat, it would be straight. But it curves. It curves. And then of course it was incredibly disproven when Christopher Columbus mistakenly was like, the earth is flat, so I can go west to travel east and then thought America was India. I don't know how many things I can just like. I can rattle off a ton.
Now, have you gone around the entire Earth, Autumn?
Eli,
I'm just
right now.
I'm asking a question. Have you gone around the entire
No,
Earth?
but I know if I look out into the horizon, I can see the curvature of the Earth, and it not be a straight line.
Yeah. Okay. Now, do you have any other supporting arguments besides that, or is that it? That's the only one you have. I'm not saying I agree with the flat Earth,
I have science and history on my side. But all right, you go. Also, Nate, homie, you missed so much.
So
yeah, he's awoken. He's back in. We tried. Nate, I tried. Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, that's a whole other show too.
Yep,
that's a whole other show. That's a whole other show. So, Chad, back to the. Imagine we're talking with Kyrie now. Kyrie's sitting right here. He's the fifth box.
Okay.
And you know, Autumn gave. She's right. It was like this.
Yeah.
What would you tell Kyrie?
I'd say, hey man, first of all, nice shot. Okay. Great shot. I've been wanting to tell you that for about 10 years now. Great shot.
It's a great start, Chad. You are off to a booming start.
Yeah, great shot. And then I would tell Kyrie, you have enough money to go to the beach, okay? To sit on the beach and as Autumn alluded to, look out over the horizon and wait, Kyrie, until a ship is sailing away from you. And you'll notice as that ship sails away, the hull will disappear before the mast does. Is that because the ship is sinking? If it were the 2017-18 Cavalier, yes, the ship was sinking.
Yeah, that was the end of that.
Yeah, that was the ship was sinking. This ship, not the one we're watching, it's happily sailing right over the horizon. And what happens when it gets to the horizon? It starts to curve with the Earth, the curvature of the Earth. It's not sinking into the water. That's not why the hull disappears. It's because it's literally circumnavigating the Earth. It's going around the curvature that you can clearly see. Watch the ship sail away from you, Kyrie. It's that easy. It's that easy. There are so many other. Do you need more or no? Are we good?
It's a start.
Okay.
It's a start.
Okay.
Eli.
Yeah.
I mean,
all right.
Your last name is Moon. I would imagine the moon has something to do with this conversation.
Yeah, but Double, I'm going to take a little twist here. Everybody's really so quick to just tell Kyrie he's wrong. I think instead we should have a dialogue. First off, this is one of Cleveland's greatest sports heroes. As Chad alluded to, the shot. I mean, an NBA champion. Not many people can say that in Cleveland over the last 50 years. Only a select few. And Kyrie's one of those guys. So, and I can understand where he may go wrong to some people. Because, again, I'm open to dialogue. I stand on the round earth, but I can understand what your dialogue is. Because when you were in school, you also got a flat map. You got a flat map, and you looked at it. And so maybe Kyrie was more of the flat map, the paper, roll it out, instead of like the globe. And maybe the globes weren't in some of the schools. Kyrie, obviously has Australian roots. He has different things going on. He's from down. You're like, look, there's different things going on. He's got. Let's just be easy on him, okay? So I would sit down and have a dialogue with him, Double A, first. And I go, first off, Kyrie, I love what you've done recently. I mean, you've been absolutely in the news. And first off, we love you back here in Cleveland. And if we can't get you back here in Cleveland, you're probably a little wrong with this take, but you know who would accept this? You know who's open to dialogue? You know who wants to go sit down, have a corned beef sandwich, relax with you, and just talk about the earth? Cleveland. So I would say, first off, accept the dialogue. That's, I think, what we can learn from this conversation, Double A.
I do. I agree with that. I agree.
Thank you. 1 point, Hufflepuff.
Can I
don't make the rules.
Can I just
go
say
ahead,
something?
Autumn?
First of all, he's from New Jersey. He was born in Australia, but raised in New Jersey.
But he was born down under. Like I said, born down under.
He went to school. Me and Kyrie went to school around the same time. He graduated in 2011. Okay?
Yeah.
He had more than enough wherewithal to know that the earth is not damn flat. Now, this might be the Duke University education talking. Hey.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but it might be
the 2 semesters that he went. Also, Nate, again, shout out. Thank you. You might want to rewind the stream to the end of the Daily Spiral, and then that might fill in some blanks for you. But no, he's just being dense and he's just saying stuff. And then let's not forget, Draymond Green also tried to co-sign on it, and he looked even dumber. Okay.
Well, I just think
We want it both here in Cleveland. Come on.
Yeah, we're bold to assume
Yeah, dude.
things. I just think more dialogue in this world, and everybody was so quick to bash on him. And at the end of the day, who's to say he's wrong? I'm saying I lean towards the round Earth, but who's to say he's wrong? Are we astrologers? Are we scientists? We're broadcasters. That's what we are. So let's stay with the dialogue. We encourage dialogue.
I'm just saying very few people have walked from one end to the other end, point to point on this earth.
Yeah.
Very few.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to keep doing this. We're not going to keep doing this. Can we move
No,
on to the separate? No.
Very few have walked or ran from point left and circled around and came back and same north, south, back, south. Very few have done that.
Right. And doubling to add to that, the globe, like if you're on the part of the globe where it's kind of like slippery, like because they show you in school, like do you fall off if it's round? Why isn't anybody falling off? Why haven't
Antarctica because it's cold?
Why hasn't Antarctica why haven't you just slipped off? If you're hanging on the edge, why haven't you slipped off? Like why haven't continents just fallen off of this round Earth and into orbit, into space?
Yeah,
we're not saying we agree. We're not Double A and I. We're not saying we agree.
I'm just asking questions.
Yeah,
I'm just saying if you could slip and fall off, like what are we doing here?
Right.
What are we doing? How many of us are actually going to Antarctica to find these answers out?
If I have to, I will. And I'll take a camera with me on the next episode of it. No.
You know what, Chad? I want you to affirm that I'm not the only one here with bad decisions because these two, oh my God, crazy.
Well, let's be clear. We're not saying we agree.
Crazy.
No,
crazy.
I think Autumn, honestly, I'm gonna disagree with you this time only because I think they're just playing devil's advocate, which could have benefited you.
The principle of this conversation,
okay,
of Midnight Conversations, is that every single point is open to interpretation.
Okay.
Yep.
Every point, whether you agree with it or not, every point is open to interpretation.
Yep.
Like why we're trying to dive into why people are thinking the way that they're thinking.
Yeah.
Listen, I feel like we
remember our green. Hold up. Remember our green eggs and ham discussion a few weeks ago?
We don't need to talk about this again.
Remember that?
No, we don't need to talk about this again.
I mean, how do you explain to children?
It's
again,
about
that the eggs are
vegetables. It's about vegetables and eating the foods that you may not like. We're not.
Well, apparently in today's society, we can't eat vegetables either.
No,
otherwise, it's coming out your body.
Wait. Where do we find this green eggs and ham book? In schools. Where are these flat maps? In schools. No. I'm just saying. All right. We're just asking questions. We need answers. That's all we need.
Okay.
We've got answers. We've got answers since the 5th century. We've known this answer. We've known.
I'm just saying, if Kyrie came up to you and said, "Can you at least agree that I have some points with my flat Earth discussion, and I'll come back to Cleveland?" You're not going to say no.
I would look at him dead in his face and say, "Absolutely not."
I don't buy it. You win a championship? I doubt that.
I would look in the eye and say, Kyrie, I hear that Utah is lovely this time of year.
Absolutely, 100%.
You guys are tripping, man. Holy smokes!
I just looked at your second question, Double A. Where did this even come from? What the fuck is
the
going
werewolf
on?
thing? Yeah, how does being a werewolf work in space?
Ooh.
It's triggered by the full moon and stuff. So, like, if you're,
yeah,
how would that? Should we even get to this?
I love this one, Double A. I'll take this one first, actually. Because werewolves are interesting, first off, because obviously the full moon aspect, and, they get hairy at times, and that's when they really are at their full peak. Now, here's the thing about the moon. Obviously, it's in different parts. You're seeing the moon. I get it. Now, we've never really talked about what the moon looks like on these other sides of the planets. We've seen pictures. We've never really seen what the shine looks like. What if the werewolf... First off, there's some guys out there that have a lot of money. Who's to say that Jeff Bezos wouldn't fund this? Get this werewolf into space, see what's going on, keep him in a contained shining of a light that is somewhat of a moon aspect, get him up there, and then say, look, when you get up there, you're going to be positioned in the full moon, but it's very imperative you're on this voyage. You have to get to, like, I don't know, Pluto. You have to get there on that kind of side to get the full moon aspect. You have to stay alive. It's going to be a challenge, but you're up to it. And here's the thing with this werewolf. It's going to keep doing it, and it's going to learn the aspects that it needs, really the characteristics to get on this voyage. You thought Odyssey was amazing. I know Christopher Nolan just dropped a new movie. Wait till you hear Werewolf in Space. This is a movie that is unlike any other movie. Guys, you think it's a game? Wait till he comes back and he runs for office.
You don't
Because this
think
werewolf
Gail
is
King? You don't think Gail King is going back up there?
with this werewolf? Of course, above and beyond this werewolf goes. This is the next person we need, or werewolf in office. And once he does this journey, comes back down, he's going to run, he's going to campaign, hit the campaign trail. Because what's a campaign trail to do to just, or a werewolf that odyssey to cross space? Chad B, am I tripping?
Yeah, a little bit. Let me ask you. So, does the werewolf have 9 to 12 years of food? It's going to take him a while to get to Pluto. You're like, well, if you have to go all the way to Pluto to see a full moon, I don't think. You have
Well, we're eliminating the aspect of aliens.
Okay.
So we're not
taking aliens into account, which is a whole nother discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
within itself, definitely.
Yeah, that's a whole
There's not an
form
alien
of
out
life.
there. I can speak for aliens on this one. There's not an alien out there that's going to let a werewolf just fly right into their territory. That's not going to happen.
Well, yeah. Well, guess what? The werewolf's very sneaky.
Well, okay.
I wonder what Buster Baxter from Arthur would say about that. But yeah, go ahead, continue.
Fair enough. So does any reflection off of anything in space trigger the werewolf reaction? Is that?
It's
Is
got
that
to
what
hit
you are
the.
on
It's got to hit the exact frequency that it would be for a full moon. They would do the research. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not do the research on this. I didn't know there was a frequency. I didn't know that. There are frequencies all over space. There's that. That's fine. Another thing about the moon, I wanted to. This was a point I was going to make regarding something that we've known since the 5th century, that the Earth is it's not a perfect sphere. It's spheroid. It's a little.
Yes.
It's like me. It's a little bulgy in the middle. So if you look at the moon, when our little trip I meant like I ate too much. Never mind.
Keep going. Keep going.
Just power through it.
That fast.
Anyway, when our little trip takes us between the sun and the moon, if you look up on the moon, there would be a round shadow because we are a spheroid object. If we were flat, there would be an oval shaped shadow on the moon, which I think in two different ways would affect this werewolf. I think it just matters. First of all, what kind of ship is the werewolf in? Is this like a cryogenic situation where he like goes to sleep and he's there in 12 years and he wakes up and he goes, damn, my back hurt, right? Like how long? It's been.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You may make them feel the first year or so. Like you may make them feel it, and keep them in that control, environment, so you can get kind of adapted. Maybe crack the window every now and then, but like keep them controlled.
He might physically, literally crack. I mean, this is unabated rage for a year up in the. I'm worried.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I promise you, there's going to be so much scientific work done on this.
All right,
This
this doesn't bode well for our space program. I'm worried about this. I don't.
Well,
Yeah,
I
but-
think it would increase interest in our space program because I
yeah.
think people want to know what's going on.
There's that.
and they
the
wanna-
werewolves will be like, hey, if he can do it.
Yeah, they want to be invested.
I like
Autumn,
full
your thoughts?
representation. I love it.
I know you, Double A. I know you so well, right? I know.
Autumn will never participate in this segment ever again.
You didn't know I was a werewolf.
This is. I mean this in the utmost respectful way. I promise you, as your friend.
Uh-oh.
I know you don't smoke, but what the hell were you thinking when you thought of this? When I tell you, this is the most ridiculous question I've ever seen.
Why is it ridiculous? Why is it ridiculous?
Oh, why are you thinking about a werewolf in space?
Why is it
Second of
ridiculous?
all,
Hold up, though.
It's
No,
ridiculous.
no, I'm gonna make you dig deep. Why is it ridiculous?
Way to go back to the
Yes.
real.
And then you get Eli co-signing. That's even worse.
Why is it
I
ridiculous?
just-
The rules
I'm
of
just
conversation.
say this. I'm gonna say this. As someone who has a large background in reading a lot of Twilight, a lot of fan fiction based in werewolves, not only would it be virtually impossible for that to happen, I don't know if you know this, but every time a werewolf leaves their environment, they're in danger of dying because they have a certain moon that they have to transform under. It's not
Right.
just a full moon. It could be a full blood moon. It could be the first full moon of the year. It could be anything. So this ridiculous question just falls apart because of lore.
How do we know the werewolf doesn't get superpowers? Like when Superman left his red sun for our yellow sun,
Yeah.
he came here and
True.
he was invincible. How do we know the
Right.
werewolf doesn't like?
Great question.
And what if that becomes his new environment?
And who are we to know?
If that
us-
becomes his
Yep,
new
go ahead, Emma.
environment, then
Yep.
it's a whole different game plan.
If he's
you know?
if he's in space, if he's on any other planet, you can't. Why am I explaining this?
very
Why am I
bold.
explaining this? This is such a
This is
stupid
very
question.
bold from somebody.
It doesn't work. It
There's
doesn't
This
work.
is bold
It doesn't
from
work.
somebody
It doesn't
from
work.
space.
It
This is
doesn't
bold
work.
from
Okay.
somebody that has not gone to
Okay,
space.
look at me.
This is very bold.
The werewolf, if he's in space, can't see the moon. The moon has to be present for the werewolf to transform. So he can't transform if he's in space, existing on the moon.
But Saturn has moons.
Yeah, and how do we know? Have you been to space to
Jupiter
check
has
that he wouldn't be able to see if he went to space?
Move on to the next question.
You know
this
what?
is ridiculous.
No,
Move
no,
on.
Hold up.
Move on.
No, time out. We'll pause the next question for next week. Eli, play the KC and TT clip right now.
Absolutely, I got you. Yeah, these are the heroes. I'm with you, Double A. These are the heroes.
Play it right
I'm-
now.
Thank you. Absolutely, I'm with you.
Actually, no. Not that one. Take that on. Play the one that I just loaded in.
Yeah, but you know what? I wanted to play that one because that's the origin story. But I got you, Double A. Here we go. This one.
Play that one.
Yeah, the energy was weird. I didn't feel like I was liked in the villa. I'm not gonna lie and be honest. So I'm thinking like, okay, like we're gonna get booted. They're all gonna vote. No, really. I'm like, we're gonna get booted. They're all gonna vote for, their friends. And you know what I mean? The energy was just like, okay, they don't I feel like they didn't really like us like that. That's how I feel.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I can't put that on anybody. Maybe it's not true, but I feel like we weren't as liked. So I'm like, if we get on that stage and it's, us against another couple and they got to vote for they're going to boot our ass.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So, the fact that we were top 4 compatible, I'm like we still here another couple of days, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like, we didn't win it all. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I feel
won
like
each
that
other.
was, we won each other and that was the biggest W. That was the biggest W because it validated everything we've been doing.
Yeah.
With
That was courtesy of the KC and TT podcast. I don't think they have an official name, but it's their podcast.
Let me take this one. Please, let me take this one. I need to take this one. Let me take this
Hold
one.
up, Autumn, before
No,
you
no. Because I need to go to
Before
sleep.
you go.
But let me take this one.
Before you go, let me take a sip of water.
Let me take this one, please. Please.
So
Please.
refreshing.
This
Okay.
water is good. This is some good water.
Heck yeah, I got Dr. Pepper.
This is some. You got to get spring water.
Dr. Pepper, if you're listening, I need a sponsor. Got to see the handle.
Go ahead, Autumn.
There you go.
I want y'all to understand this. Okay? I need y'all to understand this. The girls had every right to not like Casey. Casey did so much stuff to them and said so much stuff that they had every right to not like him, right? But let's talk about this idea that he wasn't well liked in the villa and that they didn't like him or TT.
All right, you get 60. You got 60 seconds.
Okay,
Make it quick.
I know. Okay, if they were not well liked at all, there wouldn't have been a sense of surprise and shock that they stayed. When the final vote happened, there was a sense of literal shock that Zach and Kata were in the finale. There was a sense of literal shock that Melanie and Sincere were in the finale. Right? This is something that we all saw with our eyes. Right? If he's saying nobody liked us in the villa, nobody cared about us, Sincere, the most psychotic person in that villa, would not have cried over him. Melanie would not have looked at TT and said, "You're so easy to love." Anaya wouldn't have hugged him and said, "I'm so happy that you found the connection that you have." None of the boys would have helped him with his girlfriend proposal. If he was so disliked and people did not like them and they weren't going to vote for him. He's talking about in the relation to the karaoke contest, right? So we all know the karaoke contest. It ended up being Kata and Zach and Corbin and Parmita, right? they probably would have been saved. Nobody picked them for not having any sort of compatibility. Nobody picked them when it came to like the final vote. We as America voted them out for the final vote. If it came down to the Islanders, they probably would have picked them to stay. What he says makes absolutely no sense. I have never seen someone get a redemption arc, have a perfect line to the finale, and then just obliterate it. Completely obliterated any sort of goodwill he had with any fan base. I genuinely, and then
not this fan base, not Double A and I. No, this fan base still strong. Still
that
strong.
makes a lot of sense
Because
no, dating profile shows it. Like I said, but
No.
before I leave, my one last point. You've been a couple for less than a month. Why the hell do you have a couples YouTube channel already?
So no other press can misinterpret their words. It's straight from them.
Before I go, can I make a quick point about that video that we just saw? I just want to react real quick.
Yes,
Chad.
Chad, please go.
I know that Sincere was watching that video, and when Casey said that they were going to get booted, Sincere, he's like, we're going to get. Sincere was like, but at least we never booed you. Booted.
I'm going to say this,
and then we can remember that. Never mind.
Yeah. I'm just going to say this. KC and TT survived the, what can I say? The epitome of Love Island.
Yeah.
And made it as far as they could. I think they were bullied. Agreed.
I don't think Autumn is willing to come promise.
I think they were bullied.
I agree.
But unfortunately, we are out of time for Midnight Conversations.
We're going to talk about this tomorrow.
I think they were bullied, but we're out of time. Chad, Autumn, thank you. Eli and I were going to come back after the break. Rich Paul has some thoughts on Adam Silver and LeBron, and they're pretty much saying, hey, teams, fill out your roster spots. Everything's going to be cool. We're going to talk about that next. Plus, Chad put out a great top 5 list. Phenomenal top 5 list. Unlike the chicken sandwich list, I actually love this list.
Okay. All right.
But I do want to Chad, real quick, while I have you.
Yes.
The 99 Cleveland Indians.
Yeah.
Are they underrated?
Really good team as well, man. Just didn't quite just not as much notoriety as the 95 and 97. But yeah, probably a little bit, I would say. Yeah.
I heard Hammy and Rosie talk about the 99 Indians. I'm like, crap, let me go to you. And we'll talk more extensively about that team another time. But I just wanted to bring it up. But
they almost had the opposite of the Giants thing. They had remember the Giants had the even year World Series?
Mm-hmm.
Back with, in the 90s, that was almost the Indians the other way. They almost had all the odd years. I mean, they're tough, man.
Right. I agree. But we're going to talk about the Patriots. I want to make a case for why the Patriots should be number 1 on that list. I love the list, but I want to make a case for the Patriots later in the show. But this is Midnight Run here on the Inside Edge Network. Casey and TT were bullied, and we'll talk more when we come back from break. Back out.